Hey everyone, Grant from Renew Auto. Just want to give you a quick walk around the 530i. Try to point out any little imperfections or anything with it. You know, it is obviously an older car with higher mileage, so I want to just kind of point out every possible little imperfection. You know, starting kind of the standard little bit of rock chipping across the front end. Any of the bigger ones, you know, we've had filled in and clear coated on top of them, so they're all sealed up. These headlights have been replaced pretty recently, so those are in great shape. No flaking or anything on the emblem. The paint got a full paint correction top to bottom, so I mean the sun's not out today, but eliminated all the swirl marking and light scratching and everything you get, and just really good shape on the paint. Actually, there's some of those bigger ones that we've had filled and clear coated. Tires, really good tread on those. See if there's any chips or anything on the windshield. The wipers are in good shape too. Try to show, like, see a little bit of that peppering here on the rear view mirror, just to give you an idea. I mean, not something you'd notice from a couple feet away, but just trying to point out everything. I know the only bit of rust that I've been able to find is on the bottom of these doors. Both the front doors, driver and passenger, have it. But interestingly, the rear doors don't have it at all. So I don't really know if that's just a problem that plagued the E34s, just the front doors. But there are these two paint chips here on the top where it looks like the clear coat is peeled up from that for some reason. And I, for the life of me, cannot figure out why. But this roof and the trunk and just this little section of the A pillar, or I guess the C pillars on both sides, it's like a very lighter black than the rest of the car, and I can't find any like blend lines of paint or anything, so I can only imagine maybe this was parked somewhere where only that section of the rear got sun or something every day. Kind of a strange situation there, but I mean, it's really hard to notice. You really kind of have to have it in like direct perfect sunlight to be able to tell the difference between the two blacks, but it's just a little bit of a lighter black than the rest of the car for some reason. Same thing with the parcel shelf, obviously. That's just a little bit faded. I know a lot of the guys on the forums will pull those out, and there's a fabric spray paint that you can put on there and put them back in, so that's something that's fixable if it does bother you. But exhaust, polished. I'm trying to find a ding there, another one there, and then looks like we've got a little scratch there above the 3. Otherwise, no evidence of damage or anything there. Oh, a couple little door dings. You know, they're pretty shallow, but you know, something you could get, probably a PDR guy could massage them out. Teeny one there. You know, while it is minor stuff, I don't want the car to, you know, be shipped to you and come off the truck and have any kind of surprises at all. So I like to really try to just go through and show every little bit of the car, top to bottom. Let's see, got a little ding there. Another really light one. Trying to see. It's a little chip there, but we've had filled with touch-up paint. And we do clear coat over the top of the touch-up paint, so it's all sealed up. Again, just a little bit of the rust on just the very bottom. I'm not quite sure why just the front doors and not the rears. Oh, maybe little bubbling right there, actually. I didn't even notice that. So I guess it does affect the rear doors as well. But obviously, I mean, there's undercarriage photos and everything too to show that underside is really clean. Here in St. George, we're just an hour and a half out of Vegas, so it's a desert climate. We pretty much almost never get snow here at all. Looks like, gosh, that was almost so light it's kind of hard to get on camera, but barely tell a little bit of a ding there. I do know that the hood struts are weak, so you know, we usually just have a hood prop that we'll use to hold it up. I love these front hinging BMW hoods. That way you can go through and see if there's no strange noise or valve ticking or anything. I was able to finally dig enough through the records to see that the short block has actually been replaced under warranty by BMW. So that Nikasil issue has already been addressed on this one. Going to the interior, see like a little bit of, you know, that piece peeling right there. Handle's in really good shape, as well as this top area that usually gets worn. Same thing. It's a teeny bit of wear on that bolster right there, but usually I'm used to these being kind of cracked and torn at this age. Armpits. Steering wheel's in great shape. Ashtray looks like it's never ever been smoked in. I know the bulb is out on the OBC, so from my understanding there's 2 amber bulbs back there that you pull this out somehow and replace it, but that's just kind of been on the short list that I've never really gotten around to doing. But everything works in the car. All the power locks, all the windows, all the lights, with the exception of the OBC, everything. And I actually went through, I've had an E34 for years. I love these cars. I affectionately call this the coffee table because it's where all the keys and phones and everything get thrown down. So I've actually removed this piece of wood, we polished it, and then we put a piece of Clear Bra paint protection film on top of it. And that way it stays nice and shiny and you can just throw your stuff on it and not even worry about it. Manual, glove box light works in there. AC blows ice cold. Heater works as well. And again, I don't think this thing has ever been smoked in. Obviously there's no, you know, odor or anything funky in it as well. Oh, and then I just had the twisted seat issue sorted on that driver's seat. Every E34 I've ever had has suffered from that twisting seat, so I had that one addressed. Don't mind the sunshade. Got the 6-disc CD changer, cartridges there, obviously the floor mats. No rust on the trunk panels. I know that's kind of a common area for cars that have been, you know, in some winter salty climates. A little bit of peeling happening there. I could probably get some upholstery glue and address that, but again, it's just one of those things I've always been meaning to do and never get around to. This wood's in really good shape. But just a smooth driving car. I mean, jump on the freeway, no hesitation. You know, it's sitting here right now, it's probably about 100 degrees out here in St. George. With the AC going, sitting at idle, temperature never raises on it. I mean, just awesome car. I'll try to get the engine revving here. So, any questions, just leave a comment on the Bring a Trailer ad or email me directly through that contact seller button and let me know. Happy to get pictures of anything else that you need, extra details, anything. So contact me through there and see you there. Thanks, guys.